I officially got through Her Soul to Take by Harley Laroux, and I am absolutely in love with this book. Hang on, I gotta check my Fable. I am pretty sure I rated this a 4.5, but I do not want to lie to you guys if that wasn't the case. I rated this 4.5 stars. I am in love with the idea of a demon who can't find anything good and holy and beautiful about the world, finding a woman who is absolute chaos. Let's be completely honest. Raylan is chaos and a mess. There's a scene in the book, it won't spoil anything if I tell you guys, where she is walking and she trips, snags her backpack, and everything falls out. And I had secondhand embarrassment for her because I was like, girl, she tried so hard to walk out of that scene as just the utmost, most Billy badass. And oh man, if I could turn back time, if only we could just like whoop whoop and reverse it back a little bit. Oh, I feel like she could have really held her own there, but man, Leon knew just the buttons to push on her. I gotta read the quote. Also, something I really enjoyed about this book that I don't like about a lot of books when the character is kind of damsel in distressy is how tiny and frail they are. I think Leon points it out that she's tiny once in the book. I understand the girl is tiny, she is small, she is frail. I get it. I too am tiny, small, frail. I'm also trying to find this quote. Okay, so this is one of my favorite scenes in the book, and I don't mind sharing this scene with you. Does it frighten you to be so desired, to know I want you regardless of time or distance, to know I want you as mine, wholly possessed without question? Yes, it does frighten us, Leon, but no, we are not complaining, and no, we will not tell you. I think, biggest complaint about this book, and it's not even a complaint because I am so happy. I mean, I rated this book a 4.5. The only reason it is not a 5-star is because of what I'm about to say. If she would have just done what he asked at the beginning of the book, I'd say about 75% of the book wouldn't be here, but I'm so glad that she refused and she put off and she was so stubborn and she was so hard-headed because Leon climbing his way up on the book boyfriend ladder, he is a specific kind of specimen that I absolutely adored. And Cheesecake, if you know, you know, that cat, I don't have a cat. I have 6 huskies, so I can't sit here and pretend to know cats. And, my sister's cats are deathly afraid of me, so I'm not great in the cat department, but Cheesecake, fearless, fighter, warrior, such a tough cookie. We all love a Cheesecake. Also, something else I need to talk about, because I discovered something about me. Leon uses the term good girl. I've read so many different dark romances where the term good girl is used. Why did it bother me when the creepy villain referred to Ray as a good girl? But when Leon, Rowan, Fionn, Zaid, when they do it, it's not creepy to me. I don't find it creepy. Jeremiah was creepy from the start. I clocked it at the start that he was gonna be a creepy dude. I felt it in my bones. And nothing I'm saying is spoiling anything for you guys in the books. Like, the author definitely gave off Jeremiah is gonna be a creep throughout this book, and I was not ready for it. I rated it 4.5 stars. It took me about 5 days to finish the book. I've also been working nights, so it's kind of thrown my schedule off a little bit. I hold nothing on the time it took me to read this book on the book itself. Wholeheartedly just me changing up my entire rotation and my entire schedule. Oh, I found something else out about me. And if you guys are the same way, I am a sucker for consent. The quickest way to my heart is safe words. Are you okay with this? Do you feel safe with me? Like, I've learned on my dark romance journey that I am a consensual lover wholeheartedly through and through. You want to stalk somebody? That's great. You want to torture somebody? That's so great. Just ask them if it's okay. Takes 2 seconds to ask for that consent. And if a demon can do it 4 fucking times, anyone else in the world should be capable of doing it as well. I'm just saying. So I've learned I am a consensual cuddler is what we're gonna call it. I love consent. I love permission being asked. It was beautiful. I loved this book. 4.5 stars. And I am actually having a lot of fun doing this kind of video where I'm sitting here talking to you guys about a book. So let me ask you this. If I were to do something like this, would you want to see whole series lumped together or single individual books talked about? Because if I do single individual books, I feel like it's going to really put a hindrance on what I can tell you guys because I wouldn't want to spoil it. But if I'm reading a book that y'all are reading the first one of and I'm on the third one, then I guess you can avoid the entire book because I can put the book title and the author name, and then, like, if it's a book of certain names, I can, like, figure something out. I can figure something out, but if you guys enjoyed the way I did this, I don't want to do long videos. I don't like taking up your guys' time, and I spend so much time babbling through my videos anyhow. I just really need to get back into being creative, and I've learned I love annotating a book. Like, these are, and I don't do, like, the small little annotation markers that mean different things. I like to write I keep bumping that microphone. I'm gonna destroy everything. I like to write my thoughts down. I started this with this. This is the first book I've annotated, and it was so nice because I've just got parts in here that are like, this is hilarious, this is gonna be my favorite scene. Yeah, I just read one and it made me so mad. It made me so mad. I don't know how you can profess love and if you know, you know. Gosh. That would kind of spoil something a little bit, but if you haven't read Her Soul to Take and you are up for a bit of spice, because this is probably, I would say it's a good level of spice. It's not overly spicy, but I also know that I am a very dark and very creepy individual, and, like, certain things don't bother me. Like, you know, okay, so I read Haunting Adeline. I was disappointed in that book for multitudes of reasons, which I'll explain in a later video. But in that book, the gun scene, everyone refers to the gun scene, the only thing that bothered me about it was he did not ask for consent. That's the part that bothers me. Like, ask for consent. Be a polite individual. And, I mean, I need to reread The Haunting of Adeline. I really do. Since I've started this journey, I wonder if the cat and mouse duet if I just picked it up in the wrong time, at the wrong time, if that makes sense. I don't know. But I'm gonna end this video here because I've yapped your ears off long enough. If you get a moment to read Her Soul to Take by Harley Laroux, I highly recommend this book. 4.5 stars. I'm not gonna lie, I've been thinking about that rating, and I have a feeling that come a few days, I may up that rating. So we'll see. I don't know. I haven't decided, but my god, do I love this book, and do I love Leon and Ray. Also, when I refer to a book boyfriend, there's significant others included, because I cannot imagine a world where Rowan doesn't have Sloane, Leon doesn't have Ray. Who else do I love? Oh, Gus doesn't have January. I love Gus, though. If we want to talk fluffy romances that I absolutely love, Beach Read. was amazing. It was phenomenal. I don't even know what I rated it, but I think about that book constantly. That book hits closer to home than a lot of people would know with me. But my God, is Gus just an absolute angel sent on this planet? Why do I see, this is my issue. I start talking about one book and then I lead into another and I leak. I just word vomit everything. Okay. I'm gonna go. Y'all have any book recommendations for me? If y'all have any questions, conversations, comments, concerns, arguments, you can leave them down in the comments. I'm not gonna argue with you because, quite frankly, it takes up too much energy and it really hurts my vocal cords because I don't yell. I'm not a screaming type of person. So, argue with the wall. You're more than welcome to. I will happily let you bounce that off. And y'all have a beautiful night, okay? Bye-bye. Did I even show you guys? My thumb is practically healed. You can't even, like, I'm trying to look in the viewfinder. You can't even see that. It's like my proper own censorship. That's awesome. At least it's healing up all right.